Sam's in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, Sam, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave. How's it going?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
All right. So the short and sweet of it is I have a car. I'd like to sell it, buy something in cash with the proceeds of the sale of the vehicle because I have some positive equity in it, and then use the money that would have went to monthly payments for the next 3 years to pay down debt and to go towards retirement. The problem is my wife doesn't want me to do that.
Your wife doesn't want to get out of debt.
Well, her opinion is we're going to get out of debt quick enough without having to do that, and she thinks I'll be unhappy if I get rid of my car. I kind of agree with her, but also I think logically, and watching your show over the last couple of weeks, just got tuned into you, it's it makes more sense to get rid of the car.
How long have you been married, Sam?
11 years.
Okay. And what other debt do you have outside of the car?
So we have $25,000 in credit cards. We have a debt consolidation loan that's about $15,000. I will say this: we have about $30,000 in inheritance that we should be receiving in the next month or so. Mm-hmm. So that's essentially going to knock it down to about $10,000 left. We have a really good income also. So we make about $235,000 annually.
What do you owe on the car?
So the car, I owe $32,000. My monthly payments are about $690. I could sell it, and the value of the car is about $50,000. So I'd have just under about $20,000 to buy something used.
Why do you have so much supposed vehicle equity? Did you put a lot of down on this thing, or did you get a great deal?
Yes. No. Well, both. Yeah.
Put a lot down on it.
Pretty decent in negotiating, and I had quite a bit down.
Okay. So let me get this straight. After the inheritance comes in, you have a $32,000 car payment, and you have a $10,000 debt. $42,000, and you make $250,000.
$230,000. About $235,000.
Okay.
My wife also has a car. It's $30,000. That's at a 0% interest rate. We just got that. We actually put quite a bit down on that as well. So I figured I'd throw that in the picture too.
Okay. So do you have any other debt other than we've heard so far?
There's like $1,000 she still owes for student loans that can be paid off pretty quick. And we have a surplus every month of like around $5,000 after taxes and gas and groceries and bills and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. We can pay the loans down, but I'd rather, even if we didn't have any debt, I'd rather take that extra money every month, that $690, and put more towards retirement.
Okay. Here's what I'm hearing. You're not doing a detailed written budget, and both of you are not agreeing on it, because you're just taking broad swings at these numbers as I'm asking you these questions. That's number one. Number two, she and you are not on the same page on how important it is to get out of debt, and there is no intensity. It's just something you're kind of wandering along poking at.
I absolutely agree with the second thing. The first one, we do actually have a pretty good budget.
Well, you suck at it then, because out of $235,000, you only found $60,000 freed up.
I know.
You need to tighten that puppy up. That tells me there's no intensity.
You are right about that for sure.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's why I thought you didn't have a budget, because that's not enough. I mean, you should. Here's the thing: if you guys. I think if you were intense and both of you were dialed in and you were willing to sacrifice, I'd say you keep both cars, pay them through. You're going to be done really, really fast. It's only $70,000 out of $235,000. You should have that done in like 9 months or 8 months. And then, yeah, I wouldn't move down out of that car making that kind of money. I'd stay right there in that car. And you like the car. You did say that. So I would agree with her then. I do not agree with her not being intense on getting out of debt and thinking you're going to wander your butt out of it in the next 3 years, making $250,000 a year. So her suggestion with her lack of intensity don't go together. So you need to decide which one you're going to be. If you want to be intense and focused and be done with it in 7 or 8 months, keep them both, and pay them off, and both of you roll up your sleeves and get on beans and rice and get this mess cleaned up. And then you've got more than $790. You got her car payment, your car payment, no payments, all of that to invest, and you move right on up into baby step 4.
You will free it up. And
that's really what you ought to do.
Yeah.
But if you're going to wander around in this crap for 3 or 4 years and just be, half butt doing it, then, sell a car.
Sell it all.
Sell her car, too.
Yeah. But I think, Sam, you sitting down and talking with her and finding out what's the hesitation, what's the thing that's going on, and really get connected. Like you guys, you got too much of an income coming in to be wandering around in this situation. And here's the problem. If you don't put some guidelines in place, you guys will add a boat, a motorcycle, and a bigger home in a matter of years. And you look up and you will really be wondering what happened. So it's time to wake up, buddy. You guys get connected.
This is turn up the heat. You guys are going to get on the same page on that part of it. And because the problem is you're running down 2 different tracks, and so you're coming to 2 different conclusions. And that, that's what's happening. So there's not a right or a wrong answer in this moment. The right answer is when we get on the same track, that's going to give you you're going to have a parallel conclusion then. And you'll both be going, sell the car, or don't sell the car. I don't think you need to sell it. I think you need to both of you get intense, both of you get sacrificial, and just get the dadgum mess cleaned up. That's what I would do if I were in your shoes. Hey, man, we appreciate you listening. Thanks for calling in.